Alright, what's on the go, people of YouTube? It's Masculinish, and I've been seeing a lot lately of people who are just kind of not truly understanding the capabilities of Pokemon Go. And it's getting to me. Because you have people that are complaining about kids being on street corners and making too much noise and running around and, not talking to each other and on their phones and all that stuff. And it's mainly the adults who I see complaining about it. They're on Facebook, they're on Twitter, they're on YouTube. They're even calling the local police stations and just trying to ruin the game for people. And I just don't understand why that they're doing this. It's like they don't understand. So what I want to say to everybody out there is, before you start hating on Pokemon Go, listen to the words of a player. Listen to the words of somebody who knows just how important this game is to people's lives. I'm just going to start with a little story first, because this is where it comes into play. So, roughly about 8 months ago now, I lived in Ontario, and I had friends. I had no family at the time. I have no family in Ontario right now because they all left the province to go back to Newfoundland, which is where I'm at now. For 22 years, until 8 months ago, I lived in Ontario. And for 22 years, I've never had greatest ability to meet friends or talk to friends because I had social anxiety. Social anxiety is basically the lack of ability to communicate with people. And it wasn't that I couldn't do it, it was just I would get extremely anxious, extremely nervous, extremely shaky, and just I couldn't talk to people. And I still have that problem to this day. And it was very difficult for me in high school and out of school to meet friends. I mean, yes, I could keep a conversation, but I didn't know where to go after after the conversation was started. And it's always been like that for as long as I can remember, even when I was a child. I could talk to people, yes. I could joke with people, yes. But the ability to continue a conversation or to move from one subject to another subject without an awkward moment, or I can't just flow into another topic in a conversation without it being awkward, without it, a moment of pause or a moment of silence. And that tends to be the breaking point for meeting new friends, because they think that you're an awkward person. They think that, you're incapable of having a conversation with them, and that's when people just don't understand why is this person not talking. Man, did I say something wrong? And then they start thinking about it, and then 9 times out of 10 it's okay, this person clearly doesn't want to talk anymore, or at least that's what they assume, which is no fault of their own, and they just move on to the next person. And that's been something that I've been experiencing for my entire life. So in 22 years, I lived in Ontario. And 8 months ago, me and my ex broke up. We split up. It was a mutual agreement. No bad blood whatsoever. But I had to move out of the province that I was in because I needed help. Because I had nowhere to go. I chose to move out of my ex's house. I chose to pick up and start all over again in a different province, in a different city, across an ocean, because that was the only option that I had. So here I am living in a new city, in a new province, of a bunch of people I don't even know, other than some family members. Now, think about it for a moment. Just how hard is that for me to strike conversations with people and continue talking to these people? I didn't have anything. I didn't have nothing to go on. I didn't know the location. I didn't know what these people were into. I didn't know anything. I didn't know anything about the music they listened to. I didn't know nothing. Yeah, it's the same country, and it's the same people, but this is a different province, secluded, from the rest of Canada. Things are different down here. The way people do things are different. The way people talk are different. The slang words are different. It was hard for me to fit in, and it's still hard for me to fit in to this day, because I don't know the slang. I don't know what, the cool spots of people going. I don't know the popular bars. I don't know anything. And somebody with social anxiety is a problem for me because I have a lack of an ability to continue conversations with people. I can start conversations with people. I can maintain conversations with people, but I am the type of person that I just don't have, I have the lack of ability to continue communicating. It's like I leave that ability up to the other person. And that's not my fault, and I can't certainly say that it's the person's fault for the other person, because it's not. They shouldn't have any reason to try to continue the conversation. But that is just the way that I am. That's the way that I have been for 23 years. The fact of the matter is that, and I know there's going to be some people that are going to say it's stupid, but just because of a simple game called Pokemon Go, it is giving me the ability to meet people who have the same hobbies I do, which is video gaming and walking and technology and all that. So just because a simple app called Pokemon Go, it is making the ability for me to meet new people, find the hot spots where I can meet new people. And this is a game for not just, 10-year-olds, 9-year-olds. No, I see people in their 30s and 40s and 50s playing this game. The people that are just like, oh, it's a kid's game, it's a stupid kid's game, screw people who are playing this game, they're annoying, it's childish and whatever. Just think before you even speak, because the fact of the matter is when I came down here, I didn't have anybody. I couldn't talk to nobody. I had no friends. Nothing. Yeah, I had a few people that I would talk to, but I was afraid to ask them, hey, you want to go hang out? I didn't know where to go. What was I supposed to do? Ask them to go hang out in a random location? I didn't know where any of the hot spots were. I didn't know where the popular clubs were. I didn't know where the popular swimming places were, the drinking places, or the hiding places. No. And I sure as hell wasn't going to ask these people because I couldn't. I couldn't physically ask these people where these locations were because it made me nervous to ask them. Because they would think, wow, man, this guy doesn't know where this place is. Like, how stupid is that guy? You know what I mean? Now I don't have to. Now I don't have to ask where the hotspots were because they show up on here. And there's that many people playing this game to justify me playing it. And I love Pokemon. I love video games. I've been playing Pokemon since I was 12 years old. And before that, I've been playing Pokemon since I was 8 years old, if not more. I mean, no, I've been playing Pokemon since 1995. I was born in 92. That's what, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've been playing Pokemon since I was 3. And here I am, 23. That's 10 years. That is my childhood wrapped up into one app. And I'll be damned if I have people out there telling me that I can't be out playing this game because it's considered a kid's game. I was a kid when this game came out. And I'll be damned if I have people talking down upon people playing this game. I'll be damned if I have people talk down about this game because there's kids out walking around, getting exercise. I'll be damned if I have an adult tell me that I can't play this game. And I will certainly be damned if I have an adult yell at a kid out in public for him playing this game and telling him to get a real job in a real life. Because you want to know what? This is his life. He might have not had a life before this app. He might have not had a life before this game came out. I have a life. I have a job. I have an apartment. I have bills to pay. I have everything I play. And you want to know what? This is making it easier for me to make friends. I've made more friends when this game came out than I have in the entire 7 months that I've been down here. And I consider that a success. And I'll be damned if I have somebody tell me that I can't play this game because I am too old or it's childish. And I don't give a shit. I do not care what anybody thinks. If you have a problem with the game, you can have a problem with the game. But you want to know what? These same people who complain about this game are the ones who are complaining that their kids are inside, playing Xbox, playing with this controller, playing with that and sitting down on the couch. These are the same people who are complaining about this game. They were the ones who were saying that their kids are lazy, aren't going outside, they're not meeting new people, they're not walking around, they're not getting exercise, their kids are obese. They sit at home and eat food all day. They eat their parents' food all day. But yet they're the ones that are out there complaining about this game. That's what they're doing. Does that make sense to you? Does that make sense at all? Because the kids are out playing this game, they're complaining about it, but yet a month ago when this game wasn't out, they were complaining that the kids were inside playing the game. Now, their kids are out walking around, interacting with people, interacting with the beautiful city that they live in, meeting new people, potentially helping the economy, because they're spending money, which is another video I'm going to get into now in a minute. But just leave them alone. Leave me alone. Leave everybody alone who plays this game. I'm meeting new friends. It is helping my depression, and it's helping my social anxiety. Because I can go out and I have something to talk about. And it's not just about Pokemon. It's about the game itself. And about locations. I walked with people. I talked with people. It was a gateway to more conversation. Something that I had the lack ability to do. Because of my anxiousness, just this overwhelming sense of, man, what is this person going to think of me? No, I don't care. Because when I go to one of the Pokestops, I already know that there's people there playing this game. And I already know what they're going to be talking about. And I already know what to start with. It's helping people who have depression. It's helping people who have social anxiety. It's helping people who, have disabilities get out there. It's helping people who are, who want to lose weight get out there. And they don't even realize that they're doing that. They don't. And yet there's people out there that are complaining about this game. And I just don't understand why. I really don't. If you have a problem with the game, then fine. But don't have a problem with the people who play this game. Because you don't know. This game, when you say to people, get a life, don't play this game. You want to know what? This game could be the reason why they have a life at this moment. Think about that. Before you even complain, before you even say anything to anybody. This game could be the reason why they have a life in the first place. Because it broke down their barriers, it broke down their depression, it got them out there for the love of the Pokemon, for the love of the games. Think about that.
Okay.
Just see what I mean?
I don't know if you can see this or not. Let me see if I can get this. I don't know if you can see that or not.